You know what they say, guys. Sometimes it's better late than never. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hashtag Sports and welcome to Razor Sharpe Picks, where I give you all my picks both straight up and against the spread for this upcoming week's NFL action. Obviously, we're already into week 10. It's been a crazy season already, which is just nuts. It's nuts to think that we're at week 10 already and just the things that have transpired both on and off the field this NFL season. Guys, I know I'm late, so I don't expect a lot of you in the chat, but if you enter this chat, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That's weird. But anyway, if you're watching this and you're not watching it live, you're watching us later on, hit that like button, share this video, give me your picks in the comment section. Let me know what picks you have both straight up and against the spread. Let me know what you think of my picks and how we've done so far this season. Speaking of how we've done so far this season, look down at the bottom of the ticker right there, letting you know how I've done all season long. I'm actually really happy with how I've done so far. When you look at the overall record, I'm 88-48 straight up and 76-58-2 against the spread. So I'm not too disappointed with those stats. Now, last week, only going 500 both straight up and against the spread. I do want to do better than that. 7-7 straight up, 7-7 against the spread. So we'll see if we can do a little bit better on that. But still, let me know in the comment section who you guys have winning these games. Before we get into the games, let's talk about what teams are on a bye week. There are 4 teams on a bye week this week. You have the Chicago Bears, Cincinnati Bengals, Houston Texans, and New York, New Jersey Giants, all on byes this week. So you're talking about 14 games across the NFL this coming Sunday. It starts with Thursday night football. Thursday night, you got the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Miami Dolphins in Miami. The Miami Dolphins are 7.5-point underdogs in this game. I always love when it's at 7.5 because that means the touchdown is in play. A touchdown win is in play in this game. I personally think that the Dolphins, even though there are, only 2-6 on the season, they're still trying to figure some things out. I think that Tua isn't the worst quarterback in the world. I think that over the past few weeks he's shown promise, he's shown improvement. Now last week, obviously the level of competition not that high, right? They beat the Texans, so you can't bang too much on that win. You go over to the other side, look at the Baltimore Ravens. Man, it's been a roller coaster of a season for the Baltimore Ravens. Looking really great, then they lose to Cincinnati, right? And then everything kind of falls apart for them, it seems. But now Cincinnati keeps losing, and now they're back in first place in the AFC North, a place where they want to stay, right? And I think that the Baltimore Ravens are just the better team in this scenario, right? So give me the Baltimore Ravens to win on Thursday Night Football. Give me the Miami Dolphins, however, to cover a 7.5-point spread. Again, I love when it goes to 7.5, means that touchdown is in play. Maybe a 10, 14-point game late. Baltimore plays in prevent, lets Miami get back in this. But give me the Ravens to win this game. Give me the Miami Dolphins to cover a 7.5-point spread. Also, short week, going on the road, never an easy task. So that's why I'm giving the Dolphins the edge when it comes to covering a 7.5-point spread. Then you go on this Sunday. We're going to start with our Buffalo Bills. Man, you want to talk about disappointment last week, losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars when you were 13.5-point favorites. It just seems like nothing was going right for the Buffalo Bills. And now the Buffalo Bills have a division foe on the road, right? The Buffalo Bills are on the road, still 12-point favorites as they go into New Jersey to play the New York Jets. Guys, I just don't know what to think about this Buffalo Bills team, but I do know what to think about this Jets team, and it's their trash, right? The Jets just haven't looked all that good. Zach Wilson will not be in this game, I don't believe, and so it's just not looking good for the New York, New Jersey Jets. Definitely not moving in the right direction, as I'm sure they're hoping for by this point in the season. For the Buffalo Bills, obviously a sour taste in your mouth after losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the way that you did. So give me the Buffalo Bills to win this game. Give me the Buffalo Bills on the road to cover a big spread, a 12-point spread. Give me the Buffalo Bills to win this game. Give me the Buffalo Bills to cover a 12 point spread. They would move to 3-0 against the division if they did that. And guys, it's all about winning your division, right? You want to have that number 1 overall seed. You want to have that bye week. I understand that. But starts with winning your division. Hey, Miguel, glad to see you in the chat. Glad to see some of you joining me on this late evening edition of #Sports. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Like I said, again, if you're not watching live, that's fine. I'm good with that too. But, man, the Buffalo Bills, 12 points. Give me the 12 points. I'll take it. The Buffalo Bills has been smelly the last few years. Listen, the Buffalo Bills, again, very disappointing last week. But you got to look past that a little bit and say, hey, this Jets team, not good at all. Like, at all. There's nothing good about this Jets team. Buffalo Bills should be able to capitalize and win this game by more than 12 points. Moving on, I got the Washington football team at home going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Listen, I think this is one of those games where Brady, every once in a while, Brady is just sick and tired of hearing narratives, right? And he just shows up and shows you why he's the best, why he's the GOAT in the NFL. And I think there's this narrative going around, or at least it was during the offseason, that the Washington football team gave the Buccaneers the closest scare in the playoffs. So that's true. Last year, Washington football team actually came close to eliminating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card round. Now, after the Buccaneers won that game, they went on a roll. Obviously, we know what happened, winning the Super Bowl. But this Washington football team is not the same as it was last year. Not in the playoffs. This defense is nowhere near as good as it was last year. For some reason, this defense has fallen off a cliff for the Washington football team. The Washington football team, 9.5-point underdogs in this game. Even Tampa Bay Bucks to win this game. Hey, Ruben, good to see you. Always glad to see you in the chat room. Again, guys, as you're entering, make sure you hit that thumbs up on like this video. And if you're not already subscribed to #Sports, be sure to do so. The Buccaneers are going to win this game. The Buccaneers are going to cover a 9.5-point spread. Then you go to Pittsburgh, Steel City, where the Pittsburgh Steelers are at home to play against the Detroit Lions. And you want to talk about bad football teams. This Detroit Lions football team just does not look good. Steelers are 9-point favorites, but even though the Steelers are obviously getting better week in and week out, they're not blowing teams away. They had a chance to blow away the Chicago Bears, right? They had no chance. They had no reason to be winning that game. They had no reason to be up in that game by double digits entering the fourth quarter. But they really had a chance to blow the door open on the Bears. Everything was going against the Bears in that game, and they still were not able to do it. And so when you think about the Detroit Lions, listen, it's hard for Detroit to score points right now. But they're not going to go, or at least you think that they're not going to go winless, right? They're going to win a game or two here or there. They're going to surprise somebody in one of these games. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be the Steelers at home. I'm not saying they're going to be the Steelers in Pittsburgh, right? The Steelers have a very tough schedule coming up after this game, and Mike Tomlin knows that. Mike Tomlin knows how to get his team prepared for every single game. Give the Steelers to win this game, but again, they're not blowing teams out. So to think that they're going to be the Lions by 9, that could happen if they get a defensive score. That defense is still legit, and the Detroit Lions offense is putrid. So give the Steelers to win this game, but give me the Lions to cover a 9-point spread. Then you go to Tennessee, where the Tennessee Titans go up against the New Orleans Saints. The Titans are 3-point favorites at home. Still no Derrick Henry. Going to be without Derrick Henry for the remainder of the season. However, they looked really good last week without Derrick Henry in the game against the Rams. And this defense made some plays, right? So the Titans are looking good still as the front runners in the AFC. Give me the Titans to win this game. Give me the Titans to cover that 3-point spread. Going to Dallas, where the Dallas Cowboys are at home and 9-point favorites against the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons coming off a win last week against the Saints, even though they tried to give that game away, allowing 22 points in the fourth quarter alone against the Saints. But the Falcons still have the momentum after a little bit of a win. And again, they're still right there. They're right around the 500 mark. Maybe if they have a couple wins strung together here, they could get themselves in some sort of playoff picture. I don't see it happening against the Cowboys. The Cowboys can be a little bitter about their loss, their shutout loss to the Denver Broncos. So give me the Cowboys to win this game, but give me the Falcons to cover a 9-point spread. That offense, pretty high flying at times. The Falcons do cover that 9-point spread. The Cowboys win the game. Now, a big AFC matchup on Sunday. The Cleveland Browns are on the road going against the New England Patriots. This has huge playoff implications for both teams. Obviously, if you talk about wild card, you want to talk about head-to-head tiebreakers, things of that nature. This game is very important for both of these teams. As Bills fans, we want to see the Browns win that game. Patriots are closer in the bit. Hey, Daniel, good to see you in the chat. And again, thank you guys for joining me late. I know I'm later than I normally am. Try to do these live streams at 10 o'clock, but got a little late. But thank you for joining me on that one. Hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed to Hashtag Sports. We want the Browns to win as Bills fans, right? But this Patriots team seems to be getting better and better week in and week out, and they keep going in the right direction. Our Bills, not so much, right? Our Bills are going in the wrong direction. The Patriots seem to be going in the right direction. Is the AFC East back to the Patriots after only one season? We'll wait and see about that one. Obviously, a long way to go yet. But give me the Patriots to win this game. Even though, again, as a Bills fan, I'd be cheering for the Browns. Give me the Patriots to win this game. The Patriots to cover a 2-point spread. Then the last 1 o'clock game we got, AFC South showdown between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts 10.5-point favorites. The Jacksonville Jaguars, of course, coming off that big win against Buffalo last week. This Colts offense has looked really good at times. Carson Wentz has done a good job as the Colts quarterback, distributing the ball, getting some points on that board, and giving the Colts a chance a lot of weeks in a row. But I think this is a lot of points here against the Jaguars team who has that momentum, right? A little bit of momentum on their side. After the way they beat the Buffalo Bills, this one is in Indy, so you got to give the edge to the Colts. Give me the Colts to win this game. Give the Jaguars to cover a 10.5-point spread. Always have to get one yawn in there, guys. So I apologize for that. A little late, like I said, but thank you for joining me. Then you go out to the 4 o'clock games. Again, guys, thank you for joining me on Hashtag Sports. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. You got the Vikings at Chargers. Chargers 3-point favorites. I think the Chargers to win this game. Give me the Chargers to cover a 3-point spread. The Panthers at Cardinals. Cardinals 10.5-point favorites, guys. Double digits are just hard to cover in this league, but this Cardinals team is pretty good. Now, it'd be interesting to see if Kyler Murray is back to see if they can cover that 10.5-point spread. If Kyler Murray's back, I think they cover it easily. But the Panthers team without Sam Darnold even, I'm not sure if that's worse or better for the Panthers at this point, to be honest with you. Give me the Cardinals to win this game. Give me the Cardinals to cover a 10.5-point spread. Moving on to Denver. And again, I talk about this every single week about Denver's home field advantage in the air, hard to breathe. The Eagles coming into town, playing the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are 3-point favorites. I think this is going to be a close one, guys. I look at this game on paper, and I think the Broncos are going to pull this one out, right? I think the Broncos have a pretty good team coming off that shutout win against the Dallas Cowboys last week. They want to keep that momentum going. Give me the Broncos to win this game, but it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. It's going to be a nail-biter. Give me the Broncos to win this game, maybe a last-second field goal. Give me the Eagles to cover a 3-point spread. Moving on, you got the Seattle Seahawks at Green Bay Packers. Russell Wilson will still probably be out for at least this game, although his recovery has been amazing so far. And as for Aaron Rodgers' status, we're still unsure about that, right? He can be eligible as soon as Saturday, which means he'll play on Sunday, but without any practice that whole week. I like the Packers in this matchup still. In Lambeau Field, I think that the Seahawks without Russell Wilson are just a mess, right? Geno Smith's trying to keep the ship upright, but not doing a great job of it. Give me the Packers to win this game. Give me the Packers to cover a 3.5-point spread. Moving on to Sunday Night Football, you got an AFC West rivalry. And listen, guys, I still think the Raiders are reeling from everything that's gone on with this team. But I think this is one of those games where they can dig down deep, right, and see what each of them is made of. You've had over a week to process everything that's going on. You lost both. You lost both of your 2020 first-round draft picks. You really have to dig down deep in this game. The Chiefs barely being the Aaron Rodgers-less Packers last week. Give me the Raiders to win this game. Give me the Raiders to cover that 2.5-point spread. Then you go on to Monday Night Football, an NFC West showdown. The Rams, 4-point favorites against San Francisco 49ers. I think, yeah, Daniel, it's late, man. It's late. Got 2 kids. Always keep me busy. Work hard. All that good stuff, right? Miguel comes in and says Raiders for the Sunday Night Football game as well. Moving on to Monday night, like I said, the 49ers 4-point underdogs at home against the Rams. The Rams coming off that disappointing loss to the Titans on Sunday Night Football. The 49ers getting beat up bad by the Cardinals. This could be one of those games we find out that the San Francisco 49ers just aren't that good this year. The 49ers, remember that NFC West was supposed to be the best division in football, and the 49ers were supposed to be right there in that conversation, right? But it's just not panning out that way for Shanahan and the 49ers this year. Give me the Rams to win this game. Give me the Rams to cover that 4-point spread. I think the Rams offense, once it gets going, is hard to stop. Really couldn't get going against the Titans last week. They get it right here. They get going, and they win this game. And they win this game probably close to double digits. So those are my picks this week. Again, guys, tired. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I was late getting on the stream. Again, a very busy day here at my house, but glad that I could join you guys for just a little bit. And again, if you're new to the channel, just hit that subscribe button. And if you're not new and you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet, hit that thumbs up button. Sorry about yawning, getting a little tired, so try to make this one a little bit quicker than normal. Look at my record down below. Looking to do better than we did last week. 7-7 just is not good enough. Go through the picks one more time. Straight up, I got the Ravens, Bills, Bucks, Steelers, Titans, Cowboys, Patriots, Colts, Chargers, Cardinals, Broncos, Packers, Raiders, Rams. Against the spread, Dolphins, Bills, Bucks, Lions, Titans, Falcons, Patriots, Jaguars, Chargers, Cardinals, Eagles, Packers, Raiders, Rams. Those are my picks. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Remember to join me on Sunday as we go live for the game between our Buffalo Bills and the New York, New Jersey Jets. Also, join Hashtag Sports every single day of the week. We have you covered on all Buffalo Bills news. Join Tommy and Mike every Friday for Tailgate Talk, getting ready for the Bills game that coming week, and then join Mario and Paul every single day as they keep you up to date on our Buffalo Bills. Guys, thank you for joining me on this edition of Hashtag Sports. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.